What do you think about this interpretation that some part of the vegan community has about vegan products versus vegan companies? What do you think of that?
Yeah, it's very difficult for vegan businesses, exclusively vegan businesses, to start up and to sustain and to grow and to develop. Often they don't have the capital, they don't have the marketing, they don't have the supporter base, and so often these companies are quite small. And then bigger companies who do have all that budget and marketing and the staff and all the resources, they can put out a vegan product more easily, even though the company isn't vegan. Should we boycott one and only support the other? No, I think we need to support everything. Everything that moves in the right direction, eliminating animal use and exploitation, and that's bad for the environment, for people's health. I think we need to move on, towards that goal and support companies as well as products. Some people may choose not to support the companies that put out products that aren't, they are vegan, but the company is not. But it limits your options, and I think a lot of people just need to continue to live in a non-vegan world, and they travel, they go to work where there may not be all these options, and you can't be too critical. If you really are that strict, then it can be difficult to just live in this non-vegan world. But some people prefer it and they can do it, but it's, for the majority, I think we need to make it easy, accessible, affordable, attractive, mainstream appeal. And that's what is going to change the world, not the 100% only vegan companies, because they will not really dominate the market just yet. Maybe in 50 years, but we're not quite there yet. So basically, people can choose not to consume certain products that belong to a company that has other products in their portfolio that test on animals if they feel uncomfortable with that. There's enough, for them to choose from, enough alternatives. But does that mean that the person who does eat that vegan product is not vegan? No, I don't think so. I mean, the products have not been tested on animals. The wider company may do that, and you may disagree, and you don't want to support that. But by buying the vegan product, you're not that necessarily supporting that. It was already happening. It would happen regardless of you buying their product or not, because it is required for that other product that they are producing and selling. But as I said, you could opt out, you could say no, I don't do that. But I have tasted vegan corn, and that wasn't tested on animals, but the ingredient mycoprotein was tested on animals many years ago, 30-40 years ago, and it had to be done at that time. It's not something that I'm happy with, but I have tasted it, and yeah. Does it make me a non-vegan? No, I don't think so. We're still doing our best and fitting in that definition.
Right, and the same applies for current tests that might be required by some kind of regulations for a certain type of product or for a certain country.
Yeah, it is more difficult to explain now and to justify animal research now, because we also know that a lot of animal research is not only causing suffering, but is not effective either. So it's actually not really helping. And if you could say, well, I apply a certain cut-off time, or I prefer it has never been tested, that could be clearer. But pharmaceutical companies, drugs, they still need to be tested, and they need to comply with those regulations. So Otsuka in Japan, the pharmacies took over Daiya cheese. Some people now say that Daiya cheese is no longer vegan. The product is still vegan. It just belongs to a company where the parent company is still testing on animals, because they're a pharmaceutical company. So you could choose not to eat Daiya cheese anymore, but it won't have an effect at all on whether or not that company will test on animals. I think we need to do separate campaigns to convince those companies that those tests are not only not very ethical, but they're also not very effective. And we need to show them the data, and the data is there to show them that it's not very effective.
Right.
But it's a separate campaign. The two are not linked, I see. Yeah.
So, Jasmijn, you have worked in different organizations, very great organizations, with very fine work. What was this experience like? And I know it's quite a broad question, but in just a summary, what were your main learnings, experiences, and challenges?
There were a lot of challenges, I have to say, but I think we've come a long way with these organizations, from being kind of slightly niche and not being listened to by the media and by by the mainstream public to becoming more of a serious partner, one that is credible, based on evidence, has interesting stories to tell based on people's experiences, and celebrities, role models who've taken on veganism or at least a vegan pledge or something, and they've actually shown, hey, it can be fun, it can be tasty, healthy, I don't need to suffer for this, it's actually enriching me in my life. And that has really helped organizations kind of been put on the map. And within New Zealand it was different. We were focusing more on animal campaigns, but they were actually very successful in the media, and more people are starting to have a problem with animal suffering. So we did a good job, I guess, of raising the consciousness and awareness of people of animal suffering. And as a result, in that 1.5 years that I was there, I did see an increase in veganism and vegan products in shops and supermarkets. And when I first arrived it was more challenging, but then there were so many more products in just 1.5 years. So I think it really shows that telling people, and showing them the stories, but also giving them the solution and how easy it is to live as a vegan and find these products, even if it's just for 3 weeks or 6 weeks, you try it, and people find it's actually quite fun and easy to do. Yes, there's still challenges. In organizations there are always challenges in terms of where you want to go, you need to get people on the same page. That's not always easy. Charities work with boards, but we are moving in the right direction. And from this weekend, having been at the summit, the 50x40 summit, I've been really inspired by all the great work done by all the other organizations, and I'm really looking forward to my role within ProDuto International. So yeah, looking forward to it all.
Yeah, you're just starting there, right?
Yes, I've just started 1 week ago.
Yeah, so I wish you all the success.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks for the interview.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.